Hi, this is Jessie Burgess from Foundry, and in this Workflow Wednesday video, I'm going to take you through one workflow where you can use the SplineWarp tool to do some beauty work. Before I jump into this workflow, if you would like to know more information or want to learn more about the SplineWarp, you can check out our online documentation. So let's jump into Nuke and get started. I'm going to first create a roto shape around each arm, and then with this extended arm, use that roto shape to do a planar track. Once this is complete, I'll create a second roto and do the same for his other arm. I will clean up my node graph, add a pre-melt node after each roto, and then we'll merge it on top of the original plate. Now let's create a SplineWarp node. It has an A input, a B input, and you can also add a mask to it. To get started, I'm going to set the output to A, then plug it in after the roto node and before the pre-mold. Now using the roto shape that we created to mask out his arm, I'm going to copy that and paste it into the SplineWarp node. I can also create new splines in the SplineWarp node by clicking on the Bezier tool in the viewer and drawing the spline. Now I'll jump through the frame range and key the position of the spline. Now I'll select the two splines, go right click and duplicate and join. This is going to duplicate the splines and set the new ones as the destination. So I'm going to click on one of them, make sure the ripple is set in the viewer, and then drag out the destination curve. We can see we have 4 correspondence points. So jumping through the frames, we can see that holds its position. And now I'll do the same for his arm, where I'll select the destination curve and drag that out. Once I have it positioned to where I want it to be, I'm going to add in a few more correspondence points. These, along with the spline, give me more control when it comes to warping his arm. Once I'm happy with the top of his arm, I'm going to do the same for the bottom. Now that I have the destination curve set out for his arm, I'm going to set the root warp to 0 and then the output to A warped. Now, as I increase the root warp, his arm begins to grow towards the location of his destination curves. I can also do a pair warp, so we can affect a pair of splines individually, rather than the whole root warp. Once I'm happy with this arm, I'll jump across and now repeat this for his other arm. Once that's complete, I'll focus on the viewer and then play back. And now let's compare it to the original plate. You can see the before and after. And thanks for watching.